bento box I made, so I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. Hey guys, so today we are going to make a bento box. So first, obviously you need white paper, but make sure you subscribe down below. So first you need some white paper. I grabbed a lot, but you really don't need that much. You have some markers or whatever you want to color with. I also have pencils and color pencils. So this is gonna be a 3D bento box, by the way, and you'll also need some scissors and tape. And then for this one, I don't have cotton stuffing, I actually have a bag. So let's get started. First, you want to obviously draw out your bento box. So I'm putting a line kind of below halfway. Then I'm putting a line almost in the middle, but a little to the right of me. And then I'm gonna get this red marker, but you can obviously use whatever color you want, but I'm just using red. I'm also putting a paper underneath so I don't draw on the table. It's a really good tip that I think you guys should do. And then I'm obviously doing sections for the food. I'm also thickening the line, I guess you can say. And this is gonna be so awesome. And this video took like 50 minutes to make, like this bento box. So if you have a lot of time or if you're bored, then you can obviously make this bento box, and it turned out amazing. So I'm just thickening the lines and red, but I can also use black if I wanted to. Now for using your pencil, you can draw out whatever kind of food you want. So for this, I needed my cousin's phone because I needed to search up what kind of food is in bento boxes. I just remembered that I don't know what are inside bento boxes, to be honest. So I looked at some stuff, and so in the first section I did some shrimps. The second one I did like sushi and salmon and eggs, and the third one I actually did like chicken with mushrooms and corn with some carrots, and that's like the image I'm looking at. So once I was done, I colored obviously it all in, and sorry if you guys hear background noise, that's my cousin playing Fortnite. Comment down below if you guys also play Fortnite, but sorry for his background noise, he's yelling all the time. Anyways, so as you can see, I actually drew out everything, but I did not draw anything on the other side, and there's a reason to that, and you'll see that later on. But right now, I'm just going to color it, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay guys, so I'm all done, and sorry for the black blurriness on the side because I don't have a stand, so I had to use like a little drawer thing, and I guess it was blocking and I didn't even notice. So I am so proud of myself. I colored this all in already, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another white piece of paper that is not used and cut out so it's going to be the same exact size, and then we can make our paper squishy. But since this is 3D, I'm not going to tape it together just yet. Oh my god guys, the black blurriness on the side, I'm so sorry, but I will explain what I'm doing. So as you can see, I used that red for the rim of the bento box, so I'm going to use the cutout or some scraps I had, and I'm going to just do a thick line because that's going to be actually the side of it where you're going to tape everything, and it's going to turn into a 3D. So you're going to color a whole strip of it, and make sure it's pretty thick because you are going to cut it in half. And a tip I would give you guys is don't use markers like I did because it was almost running out of ink and you might need it later on. So yeah. So I'm going to show you guys once I'm all done with the strip. Alright guys, I'm all done with the strip finally, and it's pretty thick, so I'm using my scissors to cut out that, and I kind of made a mistake, but don't worry, no one's going to see it because you're going to cut it out. And once I'm done cutting that out, I'm going to cut the middle of it so that I have two strips, because as you can see, the bento box that I made with all the sushi and egg and mushrooms and shrimp, it is pretty big, so I would recommend making two just in case, and it ended up being perfect size. Alright guys, once I was done, I put some tape onto the bento box, which I'm going to connect the strip to, because that's the easiest way on how to make a 3D squishy. So you can tell that I am very carefully putting on the strip to the bento box. Now you want to do this all the way around, and since this is kind of like a square rectangle kind of bento box, it's really easy to put it on, because some squishies, like circular squishies, you need to cut it into smaller strips in order for it to work, but this one had no problem. So I'll show you guys once I put those 2 strips on. Once I'm all done, I think you guys remember that we actually put a paper behind it so we would have the exact same size. Now you're finally going to use it. You're going to actually color that whole thing red. But if you have like red construction paper, that will be so much easier, because you can just trace that paper onto the construction paper, so you don't actually have to struggle and color it like I did. I got really lazy at this point. Like, my coloring skills were just So after that, you're just gonna tape the strips onto that square shape. So let me show you guys. I just flipped it around and then taping those strips to the bottom of the box, I guess you could say. Make sure you also leave a little side open so you can actually stuff it. Now, as I said, I don't have cotton stuffing. I have bags that I'm going to use to stuff it with, and yeah. Now, after you were done with that bento box and taped all the sides together after stuffing it, if you want to be more extreme like I am actually making a origami paper box. Now, I'm telling you, if you have red construction paper, it'll make your life so much easier. I had to color this entire paper red and then make it into a square for origami box, the origami box. But if you actually have construction paper, please use it, because coloring this was painful. So what I'm trying to do is make a paper box that I'm going to connect to the bento box, and I'm actually going to put real squishies instead of just a drawing. Okay guys, so once I was done with the box, as you can tell, I am actually connecting it with tape. And now I'm gonna, since there's extra space, I'm gonna cut out a little strip that actually fits and color it red with a marker, because it was a very tiny piece of paper. But if your bento box actually surprisingly fits the box and is the right shape, then you don't actually have to do this. But since I was not very correct on my hair, I'm gonna tape this little piece to the box and also the paper box that I made. Alright guys, so I'm all done with the actual bento box. Now I'm gonna put like little paper squishies. You guys can make whatever you want, but I think something really easy to do is eggs, but it is really round, which you have to cut small little pieces of tape in order to connect the 2 pieces together. And they're not going to be 3D, because my hands were so tired after this already. But like I said, you don't have to be as extreme like I was. You can actually just keep that square shaped bento box and squish it, instead of just making another section with actual real paper squishies. Okay, so as you can see, I'm cutting the tape into small pieces, and now you can add any paper squishy you want. I would recommend, sticking with the theme that you're going with, so that's why I did eggs. And later on, I actually did some corn and peas, and then I did some sushi with some strawberries. This is the final product, guys. These are the squishies. You can add more paper squishies if you want, but this is all for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!